Now we're ready to begin translating. We can minimize this Firefox browser window and open a text editor called Notepad that comes with the Windows operating system. It's a simple and not very user-friendly text editor, but unlike a word processor, there's no chance that it will change the HTML formatting. So it's safe to use Notepad. You can use a word processor if you know how to operate it like a text editor so that you won't accidentally change the HTML formatting. I want to open the HTML source code that's on the desktop. I click on File, Open. Look on the desktop and look for all files, not only files that have the suffix txt. And there it is, but I won't open it just yet. Notice that there is a pull-down menu for character encoding, and it's currently set to ANSI. This isn't what we want. Always use UTF-8. It's the Universal Unicode character encoding. Open. This is the same HTML source code that we were viewing earlier. It looks a little different, but it's exactly the same file. Before I scroll down past all this HTML code, notice these two important HTML tags near the top. These were recently put into most of the Camelot files so that it would be easy for translators to work with them. The first line sets the character encoding to UTF-8, and the second line is a base tag which causes all relative links to refer to the Project Camelot home directory. If for some reason your translation doesn't work right after you upload it to the Camelot server, it could be because these tags are missing. So if you have a problem, check to see that they're there. Don't change any HTML or JavaScript code. It looks intimidating, but you can just ignore everything other than English text that corresponds to the text you can see in the browser. Here I see the heading for this English transcript, Dr. Pete Peterson, Part 1, Bill Ryan. I can begin my translation by just typing over this English text. For example, if I were translating into French, I could change part to partie and continue on down through all the text, word by word, avoiding any HTML tags, leaving them just as they are. Besides just typing into this notepad, I could paste blocks of text from some other software like Microsoft Word or OpenOffice, which may be more convenient for you to work in until you're ready to paste it into this HTML document. Just as an example, I have here a PDF version of a Dan Burish interview. And I'm going to show you how I could just take a paragraph in German and copy it onto the clipboard, and then let's say replace this paragraph with the German version. I'm using my mouse right button to copy and paste. In this case, I'm pasting. There it is. Notice that because I'm in the UTF-8 character set, the non-English characters appear correctly here. So if I save my changes, I can just use Control S and go back to the browser. This is the version generated by my desktop HTML file. I have to refresh it or reload this page to see any changes I've made. And notice that part changed to partee, and the first paragraph now shows the German paragraph I got from the Dan Burish document. And the non-English characters are correct. You can go back to the notepad and complete the translation, saving it all to your HTML file, which will then be ready for uploading to the server. Now you know everything you need to know to perform a translation, starting from an English transcript obtained from the Camelot server. But in the next section, I'd like to show you how to use the SeaMonkey software, which you might find more convenient in the long run if you're willing to learn how to use it. The advantage is that you never have to work with HTML code.